Salam, brother, salam. We gonna do the teaching on the mystery of marriage, man, because marriage is a big mystery in this Bible, you know. You have a lot of people waking up to the knowledge of marriage and saying polygamy and what is marriage. Marriage is not real, or marriage is not this way, or marriage is sex. Well, this video finna clear all that up. Just finna break the chains, loosen the stumbling block, so we can step over it and understand what marriage truly really is. Marriage is a mystery. Why? Because we are already married to something. But in this world was handed over to the wicked, so the world had took the good things and made them bad. Now, you sitting there watching the video, you might be saying to yourself, how could you say marriage is bad? Well, it's a lot of things. Because some people married to the game. Some people married to basketball. Some people married to football. Some people married to a way of life. So you really could be married to many different things. So when you hear the word marriage, you just can't associate it with man and woman. Because even we use the word in many different ways. So where does the origin of marriage come from? And when you have scriptures in the Bible, as Joshua will tell you, at the resurrection, we won't be married or given in marriage. That's in Matthew 22 and 29, verse 29. Let me go to Matthew 22. Matthew 22 and 29. It say, Jesus replied, Jesus is Joshua, you are in error because you do not know the scriptures or the power of God. At the resurrection, people will neither marry nor be given in marriage. They will be like angels in heaven. But about the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what God said to you? I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not the God of the dead, but of the living. So, he let you know right here at the resurrection. So when is the resurrection? When is the resurrection? The resurrection is when you destroy your flesh and become your spiritual body. And that's why you have stuff like polygamy. Man can be with 8 women. Why? Because it's about the spirit. It's about replenishing the earth, bearing fruit, living in harmony. One big flock. It's no longer fleshly. That's my man. That's my woman. No, we are family. Kingdom building. It will be no marriage as a resurrection. This is the resurrection as we speak. But I'm finna touch on some scriptures because I talk to Israel a lot. For Israel to understand, they need scriptures. So that's what I'm about to bring forth now. We're going to turn to Isaiah 54 and 55. Isaiah, the best book in here, y'all. Isaiah 54, 55. Most people just need to study that book. Don't read the whole Bible, study that book. This is a chapter about the future glory of Zion. This is the prophecy that Isaiah foreseen of Zion when the resurrection. Because the only glory Zion was going to receive is when they resurrect. So this is what this chapter is talking about, the resurrection of Zion. Isaiah 54 and 5. It say, for your maker is your husband. The Lord Almighty is his name. The Holy One of Israel is your Redeemer. He is called the God of all the earth. So if we already have a husband, why are we looking for one? We should be looking for a spiritual partner. Somebody that could bear good fruit. That's why it won't be no marrying at the resurrection. This is when you know scriptures. I'm just going to keep putting the scriptures out for Israel so we can understand and come to peace and harmony. This is what the book say. Isaiah 54 and 5. For your maker is your husband. The Lord Almighty is his name. The Holy One of Israel is your Redeemer. He is called the God of all earth. That's our husband. That's our wife. Well, whatever you want to call it. That's who I'm married to. Just like when those brothers join the gang, be like, man, I ain't married nobody. I'm married to the gang. It's the same way it is with the Father, man. It's all where all that come from. That's us. That's the spiritual talk we use, man. But the world forced marriage on you. Why would the world force marriage on a man? Because most likely, the woman go finna lead him astray because he can't lead. Because the world don't teach his woman to submit to a man. So when a man married, he most likely get led astray. That's why in Revelations it tell you, those who have overcome the woman. Now a virtuous woman, I'm not talking to y'all. Beautiful. Beautiful. But the fine one, man, that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. And virtues don't make you virtuous because you know scriptures. Virtues don't make you because you virtuous in the truth. Virtues make you listen to the man you with, everything he say. That's virtuous. If you can't listen to everything that man say, you don't trust in him to lead you. You must find you another man. That's the way a true woman should think. But get alongside that, we're going to keep going. We're going to go to Isaiah 62 and 5. Talking about marriage, y'all. 62 and 5. We're talking about marriage. Isaiah 62 and 5. It say, as a young man marries a maiden, so will your sons marry you. As a bride and groom rejoices over his bride, so will your God rejoice over you. This is the marriage of the Lamb. Lamb of God has married the Father. All he's doing is inviting everybody to the invitation of the marriage of the Lamb. That's the true definition of marriage. And this is what the resurrection would understand. The resurrection would understand these things. Read Isaiah 62 and 5 again. And you also, when you get married to the Father, you get the same thing the world do. When you get married, when a woman get married, they get a new name. Same thing with this situation. When we marry the Father, we're going to get a new name. That's unpronounceable. 62 and 5. As a young man marries a maiden, so will your sons marry you. So the sons of God not getting married to a woman in these last days. They're being transferred into the angel. Like the book say, the David of the house would be like God. Yeah. So we are being married to God so we could come like him. And we will lead and we will guide people in righteousness, in love, and in pureness. That's what the scripture mean in Matthew when he said we won't be married or be given in marriage at the resurrection. I'm going to go to another scripture where Jeremiah tell you how the Father is married to us. And see, that's how we profane the Father's name. When somebody's married to you, you carry their name. So why are we profaning the Father's name? Why are we making his name look like stuff? Because he's married to us. And we don't act a certain way, we profaning his name. 3 and 14. Jeremiah 3 and 14. It say, return, faithless people, declares the Lord, for I am your husband. I will choose you, one from a town and two from a clan, and bring you to Zion. So yeah, tomorrow the Father finna marry. It might be one person from the town. The Father gonna marry that person, and he gonna put that person on the pathway to go back to Zion. Zion is the mountaintop of the Lord. But so we are already married. So why does the devil push marriage on man? Why? So he can lead them astray. That's why John tell you, anybody of this world, no truth in them. No truth in them. No truth. Who this world was handed over to? Satan. You of this world, you of Satan. Plain, blunt, simple. Two sides. Two doctrines. Doctrine of darkness, doctrine of light. I got over 40-something videos with doctrines of light. It sounds crazy because this world full of darkness. So you must think about it. The truth ain't gonna jump out at you. It's gonna make you say, man, dog. That's what it's gonna make you scratch your head. But I'm gonna go to Luke. I'm gonna see what he say in Luke. I'm gonna go to the New Testament. Talk about a couple verses right quick. talk a couple verses right quick. Luke 20, chapter 20, verse 34. It say, Jesus replied, Jesus Joshua, the people of this age marry and are given in marriage. But those who are considered worthy of taking part in the age and the resurrection from the dead will neither marry nor be given in marriage. And they can no longer die, for they are like angels. They are God's children, since they are children of the resurrection. Now, all these scriptures that I just read in Isaiah, which Joshua, Jesus, whatever you want to say, read from, lets you know, once you truly understand the scriptures, you are totally set apart from this world, because you realize the world has taken truth and they lie and made a world. So this world has created marriage between man and woman, when marriage was between God and man, your creator. Your creator is better than a man or a woman, because the man or woman didn't create me. And when I was a woman, you should want to go to God, and going to God is going through a man. You're looking through a man of God. And women, you got intuition, so you can recognize a real man of God. Nah, it ain't hard. You can recognize a real man of God. Now, some get tricked, some phony, some fake. That's why I'm here. I'm destroying all phony teachers, all false doctors will be destroyed. Will be destroyed. So this Luke chapter 20, verse 34 he is telling you, at the resurrection, it won't be no marriage. Why? Because the marriage that this world done presented to us is false. Point blank simple. I'm going to go to another scripture. I'm going to go to Mark. Mark 12 and 24. Mark 12 and 24. Joshua replied, you are not in error, because you do not know the scriptures or the power of God. When the dead rise, they will neither marry nor be given in marriage. They will be like angels in heaven. Same thing, man. This is the resurrection. We are transferring to a spiritual body. That's why this generation is recognizing polygamy. Now, a lot of brothers is taking it, and misusing it, but it's going to happen. Only for the righteous, though. Because the righteous going to be the only ones left. I got another verse. So that's the mystery on marriage, man. Marriage is a mystery. We go to, I think Ephesians even tell you. So when Jesus speak of marriage, man, Jesus is speaking not of this world. Because if you got the truth of God, you're not talking nothing of this world. You might be, my words might come from this world, but the meaning and the understanding of them is heavenly. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. Marriage is a spiritual thing. It's just like when you get married to the game, you get money. When you get married to the Father, He give you the world. That's just the way it goes. So the mystery of marriage has just been revealed to y'all. We must understand that if we marry our Creator, all knowledge, all pain, all sickness, and peace will be handed over to you. And understanding will be granted to you. Then you will be able to eat from the tree of life and live eternally. I hope the Father has circumcised your heart for the message. Peace and blessings. If that sheds some light, please, I will do another one if it's not really understood. That's the chief purpose of marriage. The chief purpose of marriage. Peace, one love. Keep y'all head up, brothers and sisters.